My name is Dosa Kim, from Atlanta, Georgia, originally, and I don't know, just kind of help facilitate all this stuff. That's what I do. I draw once in a while.
Mr. Napkin Art. My name is Raz. I'm currently from the Atlanta area, but been all over the place, and artist mainly, and now curator.
We had this Fortuna show, so it started from my little drawing group, HighContrast, which, you know, Delta Tango Mike was so awesome that it came through. What we wanted to do is feature a lot of Atlanta artists in a deck of cards that was kind of affordable for people. And this way we just had it kind of like media that's all put together like a nice little format so that people could actually enjoy. And so the idea was originally concepted by Mike Mauldin. He had the idea, but I'm the idiot who decided to take on the project. And the last leg of it, Raz is curating it. So Raz is doing the last leg of it as we try to complete the deck of tarot cards, which is 78 cards, I believe, in the deck.
Yes, yeah, so this is like the fourth Fortuna show. So the first three he curated, and it was a lot of work.
A lot of work.
A lot of people. So this last set, I think this is going to be the biggest one because I think it's 27 artists, new artists. But when we do the show, we're going to show all 78 pieces at once. So it's going to be a big show. So, and then for this last show, I did try to push for a lot of my bucket list or artists that I wanted for the show. So I got a lot of the people that I wanted at the show that were, at least to me, big artists. I mean, W was one I've been wanting to get a hold of for a while, so he put a piece in the show. It's just piece is amazing.
You came here at the right time because we have Alex over there. We'll probably get a shot of him later, so you can cut away from him. But he's a really amazing artist that I like to follow. He's here in the room too, as well as we're getting all the stuff.
So yeah, so
I went and just got to pick up some of the cards. These are the cards, the tarot deck cards. There's mine. But yeah, we printed them like to the T, you know what I'm saying? Got like, you know, this. Mauldin did the backs of these, so they're really nice. Mike Mauldin, the guy who started the show. So yeah, we have all the Fortuna cards from all the different suites, and we're just trying to feature as many Atlanta artists as we possibly can. So far we have a lot of cards on the deck, which is kind of cool. And it's funny because I don't know about you, Mike, but a lot of people who got the cards, they felt like there was a connection and it somehow pertained to their life somehow. I don't believe in most fortune telling or religion that much, but I thought it was very cool because the card I got something out of it. And it's crazy to hear the stories of like what people got out of the cards, which, you know, I'm super curious when you do your stream or whenever you put this thing together, what you took out of the cards, what you got, what vibes you got out of it and how it applied to your life. Has been kind of a really cool thing to hear the stories. So yeah.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people. I'm surprised at how many people were doing their homework for the cards, like actually going deep dive researching and stuff, and like finding out about the card. Whereas when I did my card, it's like, okay, that's straight. So I painted something real quick. That's what it's going to be. Then I read the cards, like, oh shit, I got it all wrong. So I had to make some changes here and there, but yeah, some people like really went and did some deep dives and research on the cards, which is kind of cool.
It's very cool. It's very insightful, if you will. I think everybody wants the death card. Everybody wants like, you know, like those really cool cards, right? But when you start looking at all the cards, they all have different meanings and they're really pertain to your life.
They're all cool cards.
They're all kind of cool cards. You're like, oh. So yeah, I mean, I thought I was bummed out because I got Chariot and I was like, whoa, Chariot. Sounds kind of boring. But I read about it, I was like, it's really cool. This is my card. It was really cool because it was like being driven and all the different paths you can take. And I was with the motorcycles, so it was just a really cool card I could do. So I thought that was really neat. And when I heard other stories too, and I wish I could share all the stories, they're quite brilliant actually. Some of them are like, and when you talk to the artists and see why they did what they did, this is Adam Wellborn's. This is one of my favorite cards. In fact, I think I bought the original artwork, which the original artwork is for sale on the last day of the show. But this is his wife, you know, that he did, which is so awesome. Like, it's such a well done card. And when I talked about it, like the process that he went through it and what he was thinking of, super cool. I believe this is Justice. So yeah, it was really, really cool. And so yeah, and Eric Nine's like, whatever, Wheel of Fortune, he did a great card too. So this is super cool. So if you know anything about Atlanta artists, yeah, this is probably a collection that you can just walk home with. Yeah. All interdeck.
Yeah,
There's only a limited edition too. There's only 200 decks.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, well, some of the cards, like, you know, like a whatever number of swords or wands or whatever, you think it's like, oh, that's kind of not a great card. But you see the pieces, like, you know, you saw Catlana's 10 of Pentacles, which looked fucking amazing. It's so good that you wouldn't think it's a boring card. You thought, oh, this is a great looking card. So I mean, every artist really, really put thought and time to those pieces because they all look great.
I mean, we featured some really like new blood, like I think Monk Panda. This is like he's like a young artist and he's new. So it's like under the HighContrast ethos is like we've been trying to introduce like a lot of new artists that are brand new, up and coming. Just a shape, so it's not the same people. Gabo, who's like, I mean, she's everywhere. But then Keat, he's old school. Like a lot of like the new people and the people around now probably are not familiar with him, but he's old school graffiti artist, well renowned in the tattoo world. And you know, we got to feature him. So it's been really kind of like a love letter to Atlanta to do this collection. And those are in it, like these are some of our favorite artists and some of the brand new artists you're not familiar with that we get to feature. And we're not doing this ever again, by the way. This is a one and done thing. This will never be done again. I'm never doing this again.
I was thinking about doing the loteria.
No, we're not doing anything like that. We're not. You can do it. I'm not doing it anymore. So that's done.
Because that's like a Mexican version of, well, I wouldn't say it's like of the tarot cards. It's more of a Mexican version of bingo using tarot images.
Which is the same thing. Tarot cards it's a card game basically. It's a card game. This is a card game that turned into something more, I guess. I don't know which one came first, but I don't know. You know, I'm sure there's people are going to be like, no, you're totally wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't know, with the HighContrast weekly thing that we do, a lot of this stuff kind of came out of that, which is kind of cool because we get all these people in, we get these ideas like we should do this, and we start making shit happen, and you know, we have like cool events and cool stuff that comes out of it.
Yeah, this is Raz's card. It's a really good one. It's a really good one.
Yeah, you got to cover the boobies for the YouTube.
Yeah, straight. Oh, I thought those were pasties. Oh, those are boobies. Anyways, that's a really good one. But no, we're super actually happy, excited to have Mike on board too. So yes, I'm glad I got to reach out to you to get in this deck because I know you do a lot for the Atlanta community. In fact, a lot of the people that come to our HighContrast is because of you. Some of them, like Mariano and stuff, they go, I came out because, you know, Mike was telling me about it and stuff. So it's been cool to meet all these people through HighContrast and getting people avenue to do their thing. So it's been really good.
Okay, thank you. How long have you been doing HighContrast for?
Just 1 year. 1 year out of boredom.
Yeah, was it November?
Yeah, it's because, you know, the one thing, so I did live in California and I do miss the whole thing, the camaraderie of artists and craftsmen in California. They do workshops together and things like that. It's not very existent here in Atlanta. Everybody's kind of to themselves here. So in order to kind of change that, you know, I started drawing groups, invited Raz. I started with, you know, 2 people is now grown. And if you go outside, there's the whole mural festival there, outside there that we did. We did this tarot card show. We did a thing underground. So we're kind of, for 1 year's time, there's obviously a lane, a demand for this kind of thing. And we're going to continue with that stuff. But, you know, we're just trying to figure out how to continue this thing and try to make it bigger and better and brighter next year. So that's what we're doing. March, and yet to be slated right now.
Because you have to find a space big enough for all 78 pieces.
All 78 pieces.
Because we're doing it now, and there's not enough space there to do the whole thing. So
there's no tentative date, only because we know it's going to be in March, only because we have to photograph these, we have to print these, we have to design these cards. These cards are kind of a thing to print out. I mean, these are no joke cards. They're really nice. So we're really trying to make a well-produced product, and ultimately, hopefully, we can make more products that, you know, people can be more familiar with themselves with the Atlanta art community here. So that's what we're doing. Find it. You either start one, because other artists like to help each other out. I think, you know, being around other creatives only makes you more creative, and it's the people you hang out with, and you've got to create your own lane in this thing, right? There's no there's no right or wrong really. You just gotta have to stumble through it. I think every artist has said they had to stumble through a lot of stuff. It's a lot of ups and downs. But ultimately, it's just what we do. We're just made to create.
Yeah. I mean, like the only way to succeed is to fail a lot. You have to fail a lot. I mean, building a group, if there's not one that you feel you can be part of, you need to start your own group, you know, and be consistent about it. You know, like I said, the High Contrast, before he was even called High Contrast, it was just me and Dosa and Emer. It was just for weeks until maybe Mauldin showed up, and after that it was like slowly kind of built out, and it's kind of been word of mouth since then. But yeah, it was a while just, you know, two people hanging out drawing with no other intention other than just to draw.
To meet other people, and one thing turned to another. So yeah, now we're here. So and we're doing this interview with you, Mike. So it's good. At HighContrast ATL on Instagram. We have a website, HighContrast13.com. You need to set the shop so you can start buying stuff on there. And then ultimately we have a lot of things planned for 2025. We're here with Alex Farah right now, talking about the ACMF for next year, which is in May, the mural fest that we're doing here, right on Ralph David Abernathy on the west side of Atlanta.
That's like what, over 80 artists?
Yeah, we had over 80 artists last
the murals
year.
out there?
So we're doing it again. We're kind of crazy. I don't know why we're doing it. I don't know if it's an addiction. It's more like masochism at this point.
Yeah, well,
it's a problem.
yeah. I think out of the High Contrast, we had what the 3 Fortuna shows. The 4th one coming up. We had the mural festival happened through High Contrast. We had the mural project we did at Underground Atlanta. It came out through the. So none of that wasn't the end goal, but that's what it turned into because of this the community and the opportunities that came out of that.
So we're doing something. I don't know what we're doing, but we're doing something. So it's good. We're doing art. We're making stuff. So we'll see where it all goes. Hopefully there's a big paycheck at the end of the tunnel, but we'll see what happens. But all in all, though, it's been a lot of fun, though. It's been actually amazing to meet all these people. Like, I've never met you. I finally got to meet Alex. You know, I never met Raz before this year, too. So it's been kind of an amazing, like, you know, getting people to make connections that we never thought that were possible on an even playing field, right? I think that it's easy to be competitive in the art space, where it's like we're trying to make it where it's not so competitive, and it's kind of housing a lot of people and trying to figure out how to get everything to work together so that everybody can actually succeed in what lane they're trying to pick and try to better each other out too. So that's what we're trying to do ultimately. So that's our big goal.
Yeah, at least for me the whole thing is not gatekeeping. You know, we should be helping each other, not putting each other down. We shouldn't be, you know, it's a competitive field. Competition is good, but it shouldn't be end all of everything. We should be, you know, if I got jobs that I can't handle and I can give to somebody else, why wouldn't I? You know, for me it's just kind of the community aspect is that we've kind of accidentally built, which is what I like.